Southdale and Zeratul and stuff like that. But going into our second map here, it is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, actually the map pick of KSV Black, so getting used to saying that. And, you know, these two maps, like the pick that we saw from Feliz to go to Battlefield of Eternity, I thought was a little bit of a weird one. That kind of plays into strengths of Black, and then I was thinking this map would be a better map pick for Feliz, but then Black picks it themselves. So really in terms of scrims and what people are looking at for Black, strengths that we see in stats and we watched over the last year are a little bit different than what people are feeling now.
Well, lots of copy pastas, and seems like this can also be a copy pasta of Game 1 if Feliz. I think their drafting style for the first 3 until Vala came up, I thought it was very good until they had the Nubra. Yeah, we were both jacked and handsome. Guys.
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of like tweets about somebody about me being jacked and handsome. I know about this copy.
It's hilarious.
I know about this copy pasta.
Hanzo banned this time, actually, of course. Can't give that away, but it's the Grey Main pick, of course. That's going to be the remaining one.
I mean, Grey Main's got amazing wave clear. He's got good poke. Wow.
They want to show something.
Yeah, this is like, let me show you how to play Vala. Remember, this is their map pick, KSV Blacks, so maybe this was their plan all along, but somehow, knowing how Rich is playing today and how he played Hanzo previously, like, I get the feeling this is actually just like a style move, but Rhaegar picked up early. He has, like, Rhaegar with Vala is interesting to me because it's not like a synergy pick, but Rhaegar has really strong wave clear, and he does pair well with Greymane, so you could think about it kind of like it's a denial pick, but let's see what Feliz tries to do now, because Uther is available, very strong with the Greymane. They go into that Tomb of the Spider Queen exclusive pick, Ragnaros. Only see it on this map.
Sometimes on Towers of Doom, but mostly on this map, 90+%.
Yeah.
Nice. Chromie was going to be the factor. Chromie has been coming up slowly again, not just against Ariel, but a lot of the times on this map, especially with the time trap build. So nice ban from KSV Black coming out.
Sonya ban. Likely going to be for Rich.
They are ready for action, literally. They are ready.
Karazim, man, double support.
I think first Karazim of Korea this year.
That's right, first Karazim of Korea. I don't remember any Karazim games outside of Korea, so I can't say for certainty if he has not been picked, but definitely the first one in Korea.
And Sake does like to play Karazim a lot, and was the secondary support most of the time. So this time, I think they just want to show how it was, how strong they were back in 2017 when double support was the way to go.
Yeah. Stukov, and who's gonna be a secondary DPS here? Yep. Could go for. Nah, I was gonna say you could go for Tyrael here, but no, you can't do that kind of support. That's a different kind of double support for Greymane, but like, I don't think they can run that with this draft right now. It's too all in. I was gonna say Tychus is like the safest pick, but we always say that every time, and then sometimes teams don't agree. All right, well that might be Rich's hero. This composition for KSV Black does not have a solo laner, a traditional solo laner. That means either Karazim or Junkrat will probably fill that role. This is super weird.
I think they're just trying to roam around and try to look for ganks and kills here. I don't think they're looking to stay in lane. Anyone is. Maybe Rhaegar, maybe Junkrat sometimes, but other than that, they're trying to look around. Hey dude, welcome to the venue.
Oh, welcome, welcome. Western fans coming to check out the Heroes of the Storm. So you
Get
know
in here, nerds.
On camera.
This VSL is open for anyone, everyone who comes to Seoul.
Yep. Don't leave like that guy. Why'd he leave? He's like we didn't see his face while he was leaving. All right. Talking about this comp, like, Rich is on Junkrat, not a surprise. Do you think that he will be the solo laner in this case? Or do you think that Sake will be the solo laner? Obviously, solo laning isn't necessarily as important on this map, so you can just roam, but, like, in moments where they have one player in one lane against another player, in this case going to be Ragnaros Hanaten.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Do you think it's going to be
Rehgar?
Rich?
Maybe Rehgar, and I think they'll just roam around trying to gank Ragnaros, especially staying in one lane and try to bully him at least, or getting a kill will be the best.
Yeah. We have seen a lot of solo lane Rehgar actually, or we did at the end of the year last year on maps like this and on Infernal Shrines. We saw Karazim almost as much. But yeah, it looks like, at least for the time being, we saw Rehgar run to the top lane first. They're going to clear that wave and then roam around. They're just trying to speed run this.
They're actually doing damage to the wall.
Yeah.
Right now, they did for a second.
Yep. And these creeps, or these minions, will as well damage that wall. So they're basically just trying to clear as fast as possible, bully lanes, and then rotate to punish anyone who tries to prevent that.
Yep. That's basically it. And also, let's try to turn your gems in if you can. Actually, good silence.
Kocha gets taken out here.
Well,
so that was a good punish play set up by Feliz, knowing their rotations were pretty telegraphed and pretty obvious.
The first solo lane death of Kyocha in 2018.
Yep.
Let's see how many more we're going to see this year.
That is what we will wait and find out. So Sake and Rich going to clear this bottom camp. Hanaten is crazy to face check this. He will not commit.
At least they don't have too much CC to lock him up. They do have the damage to do so, though. Yeah. So even when Ragnaros is body blocked out, he will get so much damage from Karazim alone.
I guess the idea was not in showing himself intentionally to try to scare Black to back off because they didn't know where Greymane was. Greymane's currently doing the cap right now, so had they assumed that Greymane was coming, they might have run away, but Black did not take the bait. And they're going to do their own slower camp rotation here now. Staking a pretty significant experience lead is KSV Black. Would have been better if, obviously, if Kyocha had not died in the solo lane, but we're now setting up for a big rotation in from Feliz. KSV could try to do something, make something happen here with the concussive mine. Just is here. Ooh, that wasn't it though. It was definitely not it.
Yes. Look at this CC though. So you can CC chain with the silence and get saved by Rich.
Rich is like, don't you dare. Rich is like, don't toss, don't toss, don't toss, save your mana.
Yeah, basically that was it. Well, Junkrat is going to make... Sometimes you can actually toss the opponent over the wall. Let's see if that happens even once.
It's okay to, yeah, that's pretty rare, but it does happen sometimes. It has happened in pro play. It's pretty rare to see kills as well on heroes like Anubarak when you have the Dwarf Toss, or the Storm Bolts coming through, but he's building stacks, all right, and that is just another stack. They're going to just take this wall down. When Feliz tried to do the same exact thing that Black is doing now, they tried to do it with 4 members, and they almost lost a member. They didn't get the wall. Black did not miss. Look at this. 7 minions. Count them. 7. Just killed 1. 7 minions means he didn't miss a single experience point in this lane.
Yeah, but compared to that Feliz, they're missing a little bit at top lane each wave, starting from the very first one. I think that's what's creating the EXP gap a little bit right here.
I mean, also because, yeah, they missed it, and Volley just keeps going up there. The Black's doing the 1-3-1 that's been so popular in Korea this week. Like, literally only this week, but it's really strong. And we saw it a little bit in China, too, but you set up basically 2 solo pushers. The other team gets fed up and tries to 4-man the mid. And then if you can defend it correctly like Black has been, then you get extra soak. And now they're a whole level ahead.
Now here's the thing, both team does have enough. Seems that Junkrat just turned his in. Black needing 3 more gems to being turned in. They're going to the run. Seems like Sake wants to turn that last 3. Tychus is coming, but nowhere to be seen, and they will get the first web weaver set. Nicely done because they were controlling the waves, just rotation around the map. At least they're having this 4-member. It was really tough to a kill onto Rack.
Yeah, he was carrying quite a few gems as well. That's very painful. But that's just because they shoved him down there. They committed 2 members to that lane to kill him. That's going to be unfortunate because he could, well, I guess he'll probably still be there just in time to Molten Core, but not going to be able to do it right now if they wanted to. Look at his positioning, looking for a pick onto Frankel. There's the stun. Is interrupted and silenced though. There's not enough follow-up damage. Still scaring Frankel probably half to death.
Actually, we didn't talk about Liu too much. Liu actually played a decent role in support last time also, and today seems like the silence is coming in right when they need it to pair up with CC. Damage is just not enough at the moment, but if that pairs up after 10, well, there's 2-level gap now.
I mean, yeah, 10 is definitely going to be here first for KSV Black, like no doubt about that. They're going to get a second for it now. The bottom web weaver is still pretty healthy, by the way, and OJ going to be forced to burrow charge away, which means he can't use that to disrupt with CC. This mid web weaver very much still alive, will be pushed down by Frankel's cocktails now, but KSV's going to look for that level 10 here. And they may be posturing with this clear and vision removal for a boss play. Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. I mean, what do you do as Feliz here? What can you actually do against this?
Because
you can't contest.
It's really hard for them to do 1-3-1 instead, when Black is actually, with the double support, Karazim actually doing so much damage, can also be solo laner. It's so much easier for them to do 1-3-1 because Feliz, they have to make extra work to make them rotate up and down. I think Black is just using that as a tool to press against it from the beginning until now here.
Yeah. Well, this boss that we see taken at 6 minutes into the game is going to damage the keep wall. Still at full health, by the way. It took like very few shots from that cannon tower. Now Black is going to look to actually start to threaten this keep. Rich is split soaking. He's dealing with the push in the mid lane right now. And they're still going to keep that experience lead. Did go for Riptire, and can actually come up to get the Riptire involved in the fight, should he choose to.
Whenever this happens for the team that's falling behind, because they lose all the fort and they're pushed so back, they can't even go close to the gems to turn in their gems. Even if they're holding 100 extra or even more, they can't even push the wave that far. That's usually what that happens, and Black's pressing that wave clear.
Oh, going for the Riptire, getting the good angle. There's the knockback. Boom!
That's what happens if you try to come. And it seems like that's going to be from this moment until the very end, possibly.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's get a second web weaver turn in. The top web weaver is going to go to mid of the lane, and then they might actually push that because that's the most damaged keep wall. Like, it's not a keep wall, it's gone. See what Black wants to do with this. Looks like they want to time it with the camps, so they have camps pushing with the web weavers. Feliz just barely has enough for a turn in, but all it takes is Sake to scout this, and then they just can't get the turn in. Rich is going to start this. Now that it's started, they can actually deposit those gems. Because obviously, if you
Rego's getting the last bit.
Yeah, if you guys don't know this, you can't actually merc camp while web weavers are descending, but if you start the camp before, you can get it. So all they need to do is start it.
Same for boss.
Yep, any type of mercenary camp. So now they have web weavers and 2 mercenary camps pushing after the boss already pushed top.
Oh man, what do you really do here for these?
I mean, they have 10.
Well, I guess they can kind of make it a 3v5 with all their tools. If you push Junkrat out and Cocoon a Rehgar, they don't have any more heals.
Yeah, I mean,
him a little bit.
I think you can definitely do that, and you can then try to do some like Ragnar's combo stuff. Go for the throat, weaken target, like Rich if he gets overextended, or like look at where Reset's standing right now. Maybe that's an opportunity where you go in and you grab that kill, but it's going to be Rich as the target, instantly cleansed. Will they change targets? Ancestral goes off before the Cocoon. So intelligent, knowing it was super predictable. That's everything you just said, G-Clef, came true, and KSV Black knew it was going to happen before it happened. Silence coming through, there's a Riptire. Liu tries to bio-kill switch himself back up to life. Not going to be enough. That's the end of Rich, though. Does go down.
Rehgar was stuck in that key for a second.
Yeah. Get a second pick here, but look at all the pressure. The web weavers are just with these camps going to get all 3 keeps.
All 3 keeps in 9 minutes?
Yes.
It's Spider Queen?
And let's see
That's unheard of.
Yeah, let's see if KSV Black can actually end here. I think there's a good argument that they can. They are going to be outnumbered in a moment, but the web weavers are here. There's so many minions. OJ! Not where he needs to be, and the answer to can they end is a resounding absolutely yes. Shove comes through. It's not going to matter, and that is going to be game number 2 going over to KSV Black.
They did it 9:29 before 10 minutes. Yep. I'm impressed.
This time before 10 minutes. Flying through this game, speed running it, and you know, I mean, it's the stuff of legends. You know, these players have built careers and they are legends. Not one player on this roster has not earned a championship, and most of them have earned multiple. In fact, actually all 5 of them are multiple. They won BlizzCon and then they won the Gold Club World Championship. So everyone has at least 2 titles on this. Every single one of those players has been playing since day 1 of Heroes of the Storm Esports in 2015 when OGN started Super League. They are legends. They are the most known Heroes of the Storm team in the world.
Sake has been called a living fossil of Heroes of the Storm in Korea.
That's right.
So that's how old he is, getting older too. But at the same time, they're calling him old fossil. And also, one of the things we always say that, well, we always say is that do not make Black mad. Because once they lose something like against Tempest, they will flip and try to speedrun all the other games right after because they want that revenge. This is exactly what happens if they lose to some team like Tempest. Yeah.
I mean, they crushed it today so far.
Yes.
2-0. I don't think any person is expecting the results to change.
10:02, 9:29.
Yeah.
What's next? Do the math. 8:57.
We'll see what map they choose. Volsky is not available, so the chances of a shorter game are higher. But we'll see if they can keep up the momentum. It just feels like there's no wind in the sails of Feliz right now, and we saw a very aggressive rotational play coming out from Black on this map. Old school style. That was very Chinese, actually, what we just saw there, where you kind of rotate around the map looking for picks nonstop. And because they're so mechanically gifted and this team is not really well versed at playing against this style, they were able to get those picks every single time they wanted them, and a pick leads to a fort, leads to a turn-in, leads to Merc Control, leads to a boss at 6 minutes. And
they did everything they wanted, basically. From, well, that Spider Queen game, I think I will actually remember that all 3 keeps down. Maybe they had sometimes they just had lane pushed and they just finished the game, but this one, they actually destroyed everything before they ended the game. That was insane.
We'll see if they can repeat the performance, guys, as we go into game number 3. But before that, we have a quick break. We'll see you right after.